This is the unsettling story of John Emil List, a quiet accountant and church-going father who lived with his family in a grand Victorian mansion in Westfield, New Jersey. From the outside, the Lists looked like a stable, middle-class family. Inside, everything was falling apart. John had secretly lost his job months earlier. Every morning, he still left the house with a briefcase, pretending to go to work while spending his days in train stations and libraries. Bills were piling up, his wife struggled with alcoholism, and he was terrified of losing his reputation in the community. Over time, John convinced himself that the family's spiritual decline was even worse than their financial one. And that twisted belief became his justification for what he decided to do next. On November 9, 1971, John carried out a plan he had quietly crafted for weeks. He killed his wife, then his elderly mother upstairs. Later, when his children returned home from school, he murdered them as well. Before leaving the house forever, he wrote a long confession letter to his pastor, turned the thermostat down to slow decomposition, switched on every light in the mansion, and disappeared. For nearly a month, neighbors assumed the family was on vacation. But when lights inside the house began burning out one by one, police were called. What they found inside shocked the country, and the man responsible was already long gone. John traveled to Colorado, created a new identity as Robert P. Clark, and quietly rebuilt his life. He remarried, worked as an accountant again, attended church, and blended into his new community. With no digital records or internet searches in 1971, John List effectively vanished for 18 years. Everything changed in 1989 when America's Most Wanted aired a segment about the case. A forensic sculptor created a clay bust predicting what List might look like after 2 decades. The likeness was incredibly accurate. A woman watching the show recognized the face immediately. It looked exactly like her neighbor. Just 2 weeks later, the FBI arrested John List in Virginia. In 1990, he was convicted of 5 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison, where he died in 2008. The story of John List is chilling not just because of his crime, but because of how completely he hid behind the facade of a quiet, ordinary man. And it proves that even after years of running, justice eventually finds a way. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories.